Good time zone, everyone, and yes, it's finally here, the Godzilla -1 official trailer. We're gonna go ahead and react to it. I'm a very huge Godzilla fan, so I'm very excited to. I cannot wait for this film to come out. I love Godzilla. I love the Godzilla IP. I watched nearly every Godzilla film. I think the Heisei Millennium Era are my favorites. I still love Godzilla 1954, which is on Max. Definitely recommend watching it. It's very different from the previous films, but man, the tone of that film is just absolutely insane. And I also watched the American version with Raymond Burr, who wasn't even in the film. Yeah, I believe, if I recall correctly, they had to film Raymond Burr's scenes on separately, and the fact that they stitched him so well into the film, it really felt like he was actually a part of the film to begin with. That was something very interesting I did not know about. But anywho, let's go react to the trailer. Wow! Oh. Oh.
その怪物は許しちゃくれない。
ゴジラ-1
Oh, holy shit! I can't. Alright, hold on. We gotta do the title card. We gotta do the title card. Alright, so Godzilla -1. So if you don't get what's going on, Japan. This was, as it says in the last few minutes of the trailer. This film takes place in a post-war Japan. Like as soon as they maybe days, weeks after they surrendered to American forces, after the bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And I believe I believe that might be the thing that awakens Godzilla, because as the trailer said, Japan went from 0 to -1, as if nothing could get worse. Now we are dealing with a big giant fucking monster from another world, essentially. And holy crap, they do not. Toho is like, yeah, fuck it. We're just gonna show people getting stomped on, getting shit thrown at them, people getting tossed from trains and shit. And to me, I really, and dare I say, this is, if it plays out exactly how I think it's gonna play out, this might be a very modern Godzilla 1954, which I am all for. I don't mind him fighting monsters. I really don't mind him fighting King Ghidorah or Mothra or any of his classic Godzilla villain, or any of the classic villains from his portfolio. But any film that gets just him by itself, you know it's something special. You know it's gonna be something special. You know it's gonna be something special, insane, and just batshit like 11, right? And I think that's what's gonna happen here. I absolutely Can we talk about Godzilla's design for a second? If I could find it in this fucking trailer. I absolutely love his design. I really want a statue of this. Like, look at him. Look at this meaty son of a bitch. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Holy fuck. This is so cool. And like I think a couple weeks after the trailer dropped, we got to see what the toy would look like when it is released. So when that toy gets released, I'm definitely gonna try to get one, because hot damn. From my understanding, is that this film is going to be also released overseas. I really, really hope it's not in selected theaters, because if it's in selected theaters, that's gonna be very gutting, because I dare I say, I truly believe that the West it should be ready by now for Godzilla. Yeah, it's a little, I mean, you know the stories, right? A man in a suit, him walking around miniatures and shit, blowing up miniature Tokyo and all that, finding another guy in another suit and stuff. Yeah. And I understand that, but like I said, if you take a moment to watch Godzilla 1954 or Godzilla King of the Monsters with Raymond Burr, the American version of 1954, then you would truly understand why Godzilla holds a very special place in a lot of people's hearts, especially mine. I truly think that this film, if you have not yet watched Godzilla 1954, go ahead and watch it. It is some of the most. It was just so beautiful. I remember my late father asking me to come into the living room to sit down with me as we watched this film. I didn't know what the film was, and for it to be. And I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like some random monster movie. Maybe Dracula versus Frankenstein. I don't know. And as soon as I heard the iconic roar, I'm like, what? There was a black and white Godzilla? And I asked him that, and he said, yeah, this was the first Godzilla film. And I was like, okay. So I sat throughout the entire film, and it was just so poetically beautiful. The message of the use of nuclear weapon and nuclear energy, if I remember the message correctly, of 1954. I could be wrong. I could just sort of shorthanded it, but it seems that it looks like it's going to happen here too, where after the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki and war, it might have awoken Godzilla, and Godzilla is just like having none of it. That's why I think this shot right here is moments after the bombs dropped, so that's why he kind of has those scars at the beginning of the film. Because if you look at the toy, or even look at some of the close-ups of Godzilla, you would see like scarring on his face, like right here. So it looked like he was literally awoken by atomic fire. But yeah, I cannot wait for this film. I am definitely going to see it. I definitely recommend Godzilla 1954. Again, it's on HBO Max. I think a lot of the Godzilla films are on. No, yeah, they're on Max, and I highly recommend watching them. If you can, even if you don't watch the other films, I strongly recommend Godzilla 1954. You're absolutely gonna love it from a story perspective. If you're willing to let yourself go, that yeah, it looks a little funny. With the idea of a guy in a suit walking around destroying miniature Tokyo and stuff, but no, it's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth your time. And like I said, I'm definitely going to see this film. Definitely going to see it. Well then, if you like, leave a like for the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'll catch you all on the next video. Bye bye.